How to save money. Why do you need somebody to tell you how to save money? Just don't spend it, right? Well, if that were true, we'd all have a lot more money put aside for a rainy day. But the statistics show that the vast majority of us are one paycheck away from serious problems. So in this video, I'm going to show you a simple little process to help get you started on the path to saving right now. If you like this video, if it helps you, do me a favor, like and subscribe. To save money, you need to make a very small change to your outlook and process. You see, here's the thing. The majority of us don't have the ability to save money because by the time we spend all of the stuff we need to spend, there's none left. And I get that. So what we've got to do is to take a very simple tweak. And what I want you to start thinking about is paying yourself first. So here's what that means. Whatever income you get, and it doesn't matter whether you are employed by some business, whether you're self-employed, whether you run your own small company, or however you make your money, I want you to do this. Set a percentage that you could start to save. Now, 10% is an easy number for most of us to understand. So whether it's £100 a week you currently make, or 200 or 500 or more, working out 10% is easy. But you may not be able to afford to save 10%. So start at 5% or 3% or even 1%. That's right. If you make £100 a week, your first target is just to save £1. That's it. And I'm pretty sure you can manage that. Whatever the amount you're going to save is, start with that percentage, and the moment you get paid, whether cash, whether check, or with the money in your account, take that percentage out and put it to one side. Start to train yourself that when the money comes in, you are going to take that slice off every single time, no exceptions, and put that to one side. Now here's what will happen. During the week or the month, you'll start to realise that you're running out of money. So maybe you can't go for that coffee on the way to work. Or maybe you have to cut down on the magazines that you buy. Or maybe you have to cut down on the bottle of wine in the evening. Whatever it's going to be, you will discover that and adjust as the week or as the month goes on. But crucially, you're going to make the saving when the money comes to you. Here's the other key thing I want you to do. I want you to decide what you're putting that money to one side for. So having chosen your percentage and you've started paying into that regularly, what I want you to start to do is to create a habit. As humans, we find things much easier when they become a habit. So this is why people who smoke find it difficult at the end of the meal not to reach for cigarettes. This is why people who like a glass of wine when they come back from the work commute find it difficult not to reach the bottle of wine. And by the way, this works for good habits too. So anybody that's read stories to their children will know that the moment we get to that point of reaching for the story, the child settles down and it's nice and it helps the child go to sleep. This is the psychology that we're keying into. So you are going to start to get yourself into the habit. When the money comes in, I take it out and I put it to one side. Now what you will find happens quite quickly, as this habit starts to grow, so does the little pot of money. So what do you do with it? You see, it's tricky because as that money grows, you're going to start to feel an overwhelming compulsion to spend it. Now I don't want you to do that. So I want you to have a really clear target. What is this side pot of money going to be for? It doesn't really matter what it's for, so long as you're aiming for something. So maybe you are saving up for a big purchase you want. Or perhaps you are looking for an ISA or a pension, so you're starting to save long term. And if neither of those suit, here's something else you could consider. Many of us carry debt around, whether in credit card debt or HP debt or long-term debt or even our mortgages on our houses. You could use this money that you are saving very easily against those debts. Why would you do that? Well, banks don't really pay any interest that's worth having, 0.01% for example. That's worse than the rate of inflation, which means it costs you money. But if you were to take that money and use it to reduce your debt, you'd be getting the equivalent rate of interest against your savings. That might be worth considering. So there we go, a simple process to start to save your money. All I need you to do is this. First of all, understand that unless you take the money first when you get paid, you're never going to have money left. So set your percentage and stick to it. Even 1% will get you into this habit. Second, once you get that money, always put it to one side and have in mind what you're going to use that saved money for. If it's to pay down a debt or if it's to start to go towards your long-term saving, that's all good. And that's all you need to do to begin to start to save your money. If you've enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.